Hey guys, it's Liz, the in-hand stitcher, the worst floss tuber in all of YouTube. I have not been here for quite a while. It's been since August. So a couple months I've been out just living life and stitching when I have extra time. But I'm back today. So here's what I want to do today. It's been a long time since I've been here with you, and I haven't done an update on my WIPs in quite a while. So I thought it would be fun, aka less work and preparation, to go through my WIP rack with you. So normally in between videos, when I finish a WIP, I'll take a WIP out of my WIP basket, not to be confused with my WIP rack. I'll work on it for a while, and Abby, my dog, wants to play ball, and she's throwing a little bit of a fit because I said no. So you'll hear her clicking and moaning and bouncing a ball by herself. Anyway, okay. So I go to my WIP basket, I pick out what's next, I work on it till I'm done with it, and then I just put it in. It's a magazine rack. I put it in my WIP magazine rack, and then they all kind of build up until I do my next video, and I take them out, and I usually iron them, and I find the original copy of the pattern that goes with them so I can show you. So I didn't feel like doing that. If I had to do all of that, I probably would not have made a video today. So who knows, the next time I would have had a chance might be another 2 months. So instead of waiting a whole half year to do a video, I decided we can go through this mess together and see what's waiting here. I don't even remember what I've been working on. There will be some surprises. So it's a mess, but we're just gonna dive right in. Before we do that, what's been going on in my life the last 2 months? Last time I spoke with you was before school started. So school has been going on for a whole quarter. We finished our first quarter last week. I am a teacher, not really a teacher. Our students watch videos for their instruction. We watch pre-recorded classroom videos from a different school. It's ABECA. Some of you may be familiar with ABECA curriculum. So they'll watch that, and then I sit in the classroom. I have 5 students this year, 4 different grades. So I'll sit in the classroom, I'll tell them to start their videos, I'll watch them do their work, I grade their papers, I make sure they're behaving, do like parent conferences, and I do all the teacher stuff except for the actual instruction teaching. So it's fun. I like it. It gives me something to do, and my kids get free tuition because I do that. So besides the point, school started. I've been busy there. About a month and a half ago, I'm going to be playing with my hair the whole time. I'm sorry. About a month and a half ago, my daughter Cassidy, she's 12 years old. She and her brothers were playing, and she rolled down a hill backwards and broke her arm, her left arm, and it was bad enough that she had to have surgery on it. So she had surgery. Let's see if my dog will go away and stop clicking. She had surgery 3-ish weeks ago. She has a cast on now. She had to have some pins put in through the bones, so they're still in, and they'll come out in a few more weeks. But yeah, everything there is going well. That took up a lot of my time the last month or so, just worrying more than anything. Well, maybe not even worrying, but asking her if it hurts and helping her with things she can't do because she only had one arm. And I know how that was because I did mine similarly about a year and a half ago. So I know how she feels, except hers might have even been a little worse than mine. Anything else that's been happening? I don't think so. I have a lot of apples, not from my trees. My trees didn't grow any apples this year, but I went to the farm stand and bought a bushel of apples, so I'll have to be making applesauce soon. My husband and my youngest son, Samuel, have been out hunting whenever they can. Still haven't gotten anything there, so they'll keep trying. And when they do, then I'll have some venison to can up. Been doing a lot of salsa, and I could probably do a batch of chicken broth soon, and just little things here and there, but I really don't have time, so I'd rather be stitching at the moment. You kind of go through those phases of things you feel like doing, and I feel like I'm an all or nothing type of person. So if I'm in the mood, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. If I'm in the mood to stitch, that's all I want to do is stitch. I don't want to can, I don't want to clean, I don't want to do anything else. I just want to sit and stitch. And if I like to sew at that particular time, that's all I want to do. I just want to sit and sew and do nothing else. And that's probably normal, and it's probably not healthy. So I have to try to remain balanced. Moderation is still a struggle, which is also kind of another reason why I haven't been making videos lately. I feel that when I make a video, I get so obsessed with checking on it. Do I have any comments? It's been 5 minutes. Do I have any more comments? Did anyone like my video? Maybe some others that are vain and make videos can appreciate that, but I thought I needed to take a little bit of a break. But I'm back now, so okay. Like I said, I'm just getting over a cold, so my voice feels a little funny, so it might sound a little funny too. I'm sorry. All right, my basket. Back to the basket. My brain is scattered. I have no preparations for this video. Okay, I'm going to pull from the front and work my way back. In this, there's two sections. This front section is WIPs for the most part. This back section, there's like a lot of extra floss and some patterns that I pull out for videos sometimes, and I don't know what's in all these bags. We'll find out. Okay. Okay. My first WIP, I think this one is seasonally appropriate. Not all of these are gonna have pictures I can show you, so you might have to use your imagination for some of the WIPs with what they actually look like. But here is Olga's Autumn Stocking, and we are just in time. It's the end of October. It's the 30th today. I don't really do Halloween, but I love fall. I love the leaves and the pumpkins and the acorns. And I have just a bit left. It's probably deceiving. I think there's a lot more stitching in here than it looks. So let's compare it. Yeah, I've got a whole pumpkin and a half at least, and they're pretty stitch heavy. So this one won't be done anytime soon. This is on, my nose itches. This is on Weeks Straw. It's not the called for. It's much darker than the called for fabric. I think it's stitching with 2, so it's probably a 36. 36, I can go either way with 1 strand or 2. Just depends on my mood. And some weaves are more open and some are tighter even on a 36, so that will also help to determine. I will be opening bags. I will be putting things back in bags. I don't know why people, I don't even know why I bring it up, because it doesn't bother me. I like the sound of it, and I've never seen anybody complain, but maybe my video will be the first. Okay, WIP 1. What is this? Oh. Crochet Go-Go Winter Sampler. This one I haven't gotten around to making a working copy, so it's not that fun for me to work on. I like to have a working copy that I can highlight and mark up so I don't have to stare at it and see what I've done and see where I'm at. So I have done quite a bit on it though. I don't know why I don't just make a copy of it. I'll be so much happier. Okay, so this is I think this is Vintage Country Mocha. It looks like a 36 with 1 strand. I like the pops of red with the teal. I like the colors on this one. But because it is 1 strand, it's kind of, the white's kind of fading into the background. Not awful. I'm not going to redo it. But it slightly bothers me. What do you think about my hair? I'm going so gray. I'm deciding if I want to just embrace it. My first grays started when I was in my early 20s, like 21, like earliest 20s. And so I would always dye it. And I'm 34. And look at all this gray. You'd think I would be a grandma. Do I embrace it? Do I highlight it? Do I just smile? And I think I've earned them. My children have given them to me. Okay, so I have a finish. This is on, oh, I think I have a tag. It's definitely the called for China, Jobelin. I don't remember. Is it a 28? I think it's a 28. With 2 threads. This is Partridge in a Pear Tree. This is the first part of Nora. Oh. I have Flosstube brain. It's not Mirabilia, but it's the same makers. It's the first part of the 12 Days of Christmas set. So I don't think I'm going to put them all on one because they're not all the same size exactly. I think some will like be bigger than others, so I'm probably gonna do them each separately and make like a gallery type wall if I ever finish. This has beads, big beads, and little beads, and lots of Krynic. It's pretty blingy. I need to order my next one. It has a lot of blues in it, and I think it's 2 calling birds. I haven't ordered it yet, so I can't start it. I don't know what it is. Each one's a surprise. Still don't know what it is. Oh, I do know what it is now. This is Teresa Kogut. Do I have a picture of this one? No, I just have my working copy. Cotswold Fields. Can't show any of that to you. That's the pattern. So I've got 2 or 3 pages. I think this is 3 pages now. This is one that, I don't know what the fabric is. It might be an R&R, but I'm not sure. And it's, I'm pretty sure that's 40 with 1. This is the one that when I had first started it, I dripped water on it and it was this horrible splotch right in here, I think, somewhere. So then I was like, okay, well, I can't fix that, so maybe I'll just try splotching it with more water. That was even worse. I didn't like it. So I took the whole thing and I crunched it up and ran it under the faucet and I squeezed it out and laid it to dry. And so now it doesn't look like it used to. It used to be a pretty solid color. Now it's all mottled and I don't mind it. I don't know why my camera is going wonky. I'm happy with it. Next I have a finish, 2 finishes. This is a Blackbird Designs. I don't remember the name of it. I bet it's a finish that I threw in there. I wonder if I have, yep, I have it. Sweet Land of Liberty. Let's see if I can find it. This one might be called Sweet Land of Liberty. Yes, it is. Sweet Land of Liberty. I'm not sure how I'll finish it yet. They have it like a pin cushion. I can only think of pin holder. It's not a pin holder, pin cushion. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but it can be put away for now. And I also have another finish from the same book. I don't know what this fabric is, by the way. I think it's an XJU Designs. It might be dapple brown, but I hear that's not a thing anymore and it's called something else and I don't know what it is. This is, I think it's Steinbeck by Linen and Flax, the fabric. And it's in full glory. And check out my colors compared to the book. I used all the called for, but look at the gold versus the silver. You can get way different results. That's fine, it's okay. I think I've done everything in this book now except for the Liberty Rose. This is the only one I haven't done yet. I'm not sure if I will or not. I don't love it for some reason at the moment, but that might change. As my gray hairs become more abundant, I might change in my tastes as well. Okay. This is a new start. Also Teresa Kogut, and it's on the other piece of my Steinbeck. Got a big old piece of that. Needle and Flax. I started this one right here from Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher 2023 summer issue. And that's by Teresa Kogut. I started this at the very end of summer. We went to the beach one day and I was going to start it then at the beach because I thought that would be fitting. But the flies were biting, and so I didn't feel like stitching. And I didn't get all that far. And normally I'll finish off my thread and, whoops. I still have it here hanging with my needle hanging with thread, so I must have just been done. I wonder what happened. I'll find out next time I open it, but it's kind of odd for me to leave a pattern like that. Oh, we've got more. I don't know where this came from or why I have it. It's really stiff, and I'll probably just toss that. I don't know. It's canvas of some sort. Probably came from my grandma's house. Winter Trio. Do I have... Yeah, I just have one of them left. And I was working on the snowman, and I think I ran out of the white color. I think that's straw bonnet. Yep, I ran out of straw bonnet. And then I went and bought some, and I haven't picked this back up yet. This one's kind of fun. It has Scotch stitches in it. Oh. Maybe. There's kind of like basically satin stitches that go diagonally to cover a square. I'm sure that's a pretty common needlepoint stitch. Oh, I went shopping. I have needle and flax, Dolly Madison, 40 count, 18 by 27. So I can start something new. I have to put that away somewhere. I have some patterns in here. I assume I bought this when I went shopping for the fabric. Teresa Kogut. I have a lot of hers right now. Sweetland. I also, at the same time, I like these patterns. I only bought one to start with, but they're the Summer House Stitchworks Fragments in Time Berlin Wool Work. So it's cross stitch, but it looks like Berlin wool work. There's a deer one that I think is really pretty too. What number is this? Did I get the first one? Yep, number 1. And I have this in here. This is one I've already started. I don't think I have it to show you today. It's just sitting in my basket, needs to be put away. Okay, this one still has all my floss in it. So when I finish working on a pattern, I'll take all my floss and I stick it in this tin that I got from my grandma from her estate when she passed away. I thought it was really cute. I'm sure it came from candy or cookies or something. But I throw my bobbins in here, and if they stay too long, they become a mess and start unraveling. So it's not a permanent solution, but I throw them in there for now, and then when this gets full, or if I need a thread I can't find, then I have to pull this out and dump it and sort it in some of the boxes that they go in. But this is just a temporary holding spot, so I don't have to organize too often. All right, so this is Christmas at Hawker & Hollow. I'm on my last block. There is another row that's supposed to go under, but a combination of not sure I have enough room for a last block, and it's New Year's and something about death in the last one, and I thought we could just end with the end of the verse of the song. So I've got one left. I thought I might finish it, but it's time to move on. I've done enough for now. This one, it would be nice to have it done by Christmas, but maybe next Christmas. Or maybe this Christmas. I might surprise myself and pull it out. I don't know what this is on. It's a 40 count yellowy toned fabric. It feels like it could be an R&R, but I don't know for sure. Just a couple more WIPs. This one is what's it called? I know it's on Dirty Teacup 40 count by Needle and Flax, and it is by Brenda Gervais, and it is called I don't know. I don't remember. I'll show it to you though. You'll know it, and I'll remember as soon as I shut off the video. So I finished the first page. I started on the second page, and I ran out of Oscar, my week's Oscar. So it was time to put it away then until I can go and order some more. Or just go to my LNS and pick it up. Oscar's in everything, isn't it? I wonder if I have my book of information in here somewhere. Probably not. I can't believe it. Oh, wait. Every opening flower. Every opening flower. I'll show it to you one more time, just because I know the name of it now. 40 count Dirty Teacup, 1/1, Fabrics, Needle and Flax. Last WIP in my Cathedral Windows bag that I still have not finished. There's dog hair everywhere. So, never finished it, but we'll call it a design choice. And look, something red ran all over it. I think it was floss that got wet. That's sad. This is my Heaven and Earth Designs, As the Leaves Turn by Jane Wooster Scott. This is the pattern that I work on every month. I try to finish a page. And I am working on October's page. I've kept up. October, I am working up in this area. I just have to finish this little row right there, and then it'll be another page finished. And look at what a mess all the hanging threads are. But it's fine. They're all really tangly when you just sit here and pull on them. But when you go to pull out one at a time, they come out just fine. I've braided them and pulled some out to use and rebraided, and now it's just a mess. But that really doesn't bother me. Lots of colors in this one. I want to show you something with this pattern that I just started doing that I will probably regret, but I haven't yet. So on my list, my printed out pattern, my floss list that shows all the symbols, I've started kind of storing my clipped threads there. So if I am working on a thread and I don't have anywhere for it to go next, if I can't park it anywhere and I have to end it, I have been storing them on my thread list. Right now they're a tangled mess, but we'll ignore that. So if I need a color and it's one that I've already ended, so I don't have to be winding them onto my bobbins and unwinding them and putting them on my cards and taking them off, I can just go and say, say I need this color right here. I'll just pull this out and start using it. And then when I'm done with the thread, I'll just take my needle and push it through this little box and it just hangs loose. Every once in a while I'll have one pull off and I won't know where it goes and I'll just throw it away because it's just one little strand. So I'm not worried about it if it gets lost. It's just a little bit of thread, but it makes it so convenient just to like, I fold it all up. I kind of fold them over, close it up. They don't make a huge mess. For the most part, they get a little tangled, but when you pull one at a time, it's not an issue. And then I can just take this with me instead of my whole big box of everything. Maybe that'll help some of you, or maybe you've just gasped in horror. All right, what's in the rest of this? Ugh. This is something I found at the thrift store. I found this bag from Zweigart. It's a bunch of samples. It's like a sample bag. And it has all sorts of different fabrics in it. Like some of it is not stitching fabric. Like this is Punchkin Damask dots. I don't know what that's used for, but we've got Aida, Clostern, Dublin linen, Tilla, 10 count Tilla, it's real sparkly. It had other ones too that I've already pulled out and used, just regular solid linens. And so it was $4. Figured I'd pick it up, use it for smalls every once in a while. It needs to be put away. Okay, here. Remember when my grandma gave me remember when my grandma passed away and there was all that floss I went through and I pulled out the ones that I didn't have already and now I just have a bag of duplicates. I also went through my storage and pulled out duplicates that I had and just threw them in this bag for now. And this is a random bag of silk that I got from Etsy. This is the, I don't know if it's actually silk. I'll just throw that in there for now so I don't have to think about it. I don't know what to do with it. Here's another bag. This is stuff from my grandma. This linen-y stuff. And another value pack, old value pack of Aida. I don't use Aida very much, but my daughter is 12, and every once in a while she'll ask if she can start a project. She never finishes them, but maybe someday. There's more. I'm just kind of holding on to it for her at this point to learn on. Okay. Here is my grandma's low-ran threads. I keep this in here for if I need one that she had that I didn't. A long time ago, my husband worked for this older lady that had a bunch of floss. She used to stitch, but couldn't anymore. I think probably her eyesight or something. So she gave me, there was a lot more, a whole big set. And I went through and I rebobinated into the bobbins that I use. There were some that were not marked, some that were marked but didn't match what I had, and then there were just a few more that I hadn't gotten to rebobinate. So there's just the remnants of that still laying around. I'm realizing that I'm a bit of a mess. Just kidding, I already knew that. I'm a big mess. And I've got a bunch of books for patterns that I've already started. I'll just show them to you quick, because why not? Friendship's Way. I pull these out when I make videos so I can show you. I normally don't store them with my patterns. I just keep a working copy. Live on Little, Plum Street. I guess it goes that way. My Home Sweet Home. This Is the Day. Scarlet House, A Perfect World. These I'll probably just keep in here so I can pull them out easily again next time I need them. And then last thing in my basket, it's empty now. Just plans that I had thought about doing and never got around to. I was going to make paper pieced quilt blocks and turn them into project bags, but obviously I got to the printing and that's as far as I got. So I'll keep that in here just in case I ever feel like trying. And I can put my WIPs away into my basket. I'll put these threads instead. I'll even put my thread bag back in there. All the fabric I'll put away somewhere else with all my other fabric. This is one I've already started. And this is one I've already started. So these will go back in my tray, my rack. Okay. We are organized. I'll put this back in too because I use this all month, all year. And I'm still working on October, so this can go back in. Okay, it's ready to fill up again. Looks much better now. I'll go back next to my bed. And I've got some things to put away, but at least I've gone through them all, slightly organized them, and I even found a couple finishes I forgot I had, so I'll add that to the stack of unfinished finishes. Okay, I want to talk quickly about plans. I'll be back. Okay, here's my basket. So not to be confused with my rack, my WIP rack. I've got my WIP basket, and so all my WIPs I just showed you will go back in here in the back of it, and I will pull from the front to see what I'm going to work on next, which is the front and which is the back. It's been so long I don't remember. I think this is the front. What's in here? I found a one of these poppers. It's a little one, so blue power. There we go. It's a little one, so it's not going to pop real good, but okay. I have too many kids, too many dogs, too much going on. My next project is my aloe. Someday I'm gonna finish this thing. It's not big, but it's kind of boring because it's all the same color. And no, that's not a dog hair, that's a linen thread. So I don't have too much left on it. My kids like this one, so they'll be happy that I pulled that one out. I'm not gonna promise a full page on it because that's a lot, because it's full coverage, but I'll get as far as I feel like getting. Okay, and next year I need to start, well, that's what I want to talk about. Do I want to start another large project for my yearly piece? So like I have my Heaven and Earth designs this year that I've been working on. Last year was the Twin Peaks Honest Abe sampler. It's still not finished. Do I want to start a new one for next year? Or do I want to keep working on this year's project, the Heaven and Earth? Or do I want to just go through my WIPs and pick out some of my larger pieces and focus on one of those at a time until they're finished? A page a month and end up with reduced WIPs and not as many large pieces? Or do I just want to have fun and start a new one? If I do start a new one, what should I start? I could start And a forest grew. I have that. I could buy Consider the Lilies because I'm working on His Eyes on the Sparrow. I own another Heaven and Earth Designs. Jane Wooster Scott, the same artist that did this year's. I could start that one. Or I could just go shopping and find something completely different, or maybe you know of one. I'm looking for something that's at least 12 pages if I start a new one. At least 12 pages in it so I can have a page for each month. And it can be more than 12 pages. I can just add it to my WIPs at the end of the year. That's fine. That's not a problem at all. But if you have one that you think kind of matches what I've been working on, if you can tell what my taste is, and you have a suggestion, let me know and I'll consider it. Okay, we're at 42 minutes. I kind of thought this would be like a quick 20-minute-er, but we're getting up there. I'm staring at my bowl of smalls. Do I want to show it to you real quick? Yeah, why not? Okay. Ugh. Here's currently what my bowl of smalls looks like. One of these things is not like the other. You can tell I have children. Okay. Get rid of that. And some hairs. This was not planned or set up or beautified. Okay. I've got some of these little pumpkins in here and just some random fallish pieces. All right, what's in here? I've got, this guy is always out. I like this guy. He stays all year. Quaker Fox by the Work Basket. He's sweet. Can't say the sewing is great on him, but he's cute anyway. I've got, this is just a small, why is everything covered in dog hair? This was from a magazine, I think it was just cross stitch, probably like 2017, it's all misshaped, probably 2017 or something. It says fall, little pumpkins, so I just made it a long boy and stuck some lace on it. And there's another one that went with that, with these little acorns. So they're just a cute little pair. And I've got my stack of turkeys. I really don't remember what all of the names are. Turkey Trio, maybe? I don't know. Plum Street, right? This is the only one. This is the only one from this set that I've done. Because I love turkeys and I love fall. And last one, Turkey Bay. And it just has a plain dog-haired back on it. This one was fun. I liked the aqua color, and the turkeys floating in the water was funny. Okay. I can't think of anything else to show you now. This video was a mess. I think we've had enough. Goodbye.